So it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And with that being said, consistency plays a big factor. Because when you're not consistent, you won't see any type of results, you won't see any type of improvement. And when you're being consistent, you start to see the numbers in the end. You start to see what you're truly and really working towards. And me starting off my journey, it wasn't easy. I'm not saying it was just super hard. But because I thought I had to start off like everyone else, I thought I had to be perfect or the way everyone else was, you know what I mean? Starting off my videos with the physique, starting off with a certain type of money, not letting it be known that I'm actually still working a 9 to 5 or that I'm living off a 9 to 5. Like, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish it. Just like how you start off the year. Everyone always has these goals and plans in the beginning of the year. But it's not about those goals and plans in the beginning of the year. Yeah, that sets the tone, but it really truly matters about how you finish off the year. How are you coming into the next year? You know what I mean? How you finish the year is how you start your next year. And that all play a part. So don't really focus on starting perfectly. What's the perfect way? What's the perfect plan? What's the perfect power list? What is the perfect way to execute what I'm looking for? Actually, just put in the fucking work. Show up. Count how consistent you are with the things that you are doing. And do those things each and every day, religiously, bro. I wish when I started that, I just had that in mind. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And to count consistency, I will always count, oh, I missed today, so now this is why I'm where oh, I did this X, Y, and Z, this is why I'm where I'm at. I didn't understand that, damn, I got 2 journals already. Damn, I didn't lost 40 pounds. But damn, but why did that happen? You know, because I kept showing up. I kept proving myself that I can do this, that it's possible to lose a certain amount of pounds. It's possible to become the best version of yourself after being the cheater, being the person who got hit by a car, being the person who was always trying to be a people pleaser, being someone that followed the crowd even though the crowd was following me. You know what I mean? Being the individual that looked down upon herself even while the world did too. You know, being the individual that talked crap about loved ones and never fully understood what I was doing. I was just doing it thinking I was being like doing it because I thought that's what people wanted to hear. You know what I mean? You have to realize and understand that it's just about you being intentional about your situation, what you want to do, the things that you want out of life. You have to be intentional with what you do when you go for that walk, when you're going for that workout, when you're doing that deep work session, when you're being good to your partner, you know? Always put forth the effort like that person is watching. Always put forth the effort like God's around her. If you don't do this XYZ, God is gonna strike you down for it. You know what I mean? You gotta look at things a little bit more differently for your situation to be differently. And you just don't want to chase perfection. Like, understand it, get it down pat, you know, build that confidence, and then chase perfection. Everybody wanna, instead of just aim, like just shooting that bitch, everybody wanna aim and plan and see how they can hit in the right exact spot. No, just go ahead and do it. Your life is already written for you. It's already planned out. It's already done. It's already waiting for you, that life you truly, really want. You just taking down these avenues to become the person required. Each and every day you're trying to become that person required. Each and every day, do the same shit that got you the results. And if it's not getting you the results that you want, do the exact opposite. And keep doing it each and every day, bro. Just because you missed a few days, just because you didn't start the workout strong, doesn't mean you can't end it strong. Doesn't mean you can't change the trajectory of what you got going on. I'm sorry. Fucking mouth wet as hell. But that doesn't mean you can't change it. The way you're living. It's really up to you and how intentional you are with your life. How intentional you are with the changes you want in your life, you know? Some people say, oh, once this type of person or will always be this type of person. No, that's not right. It's not right. Of course they're gonna think that because that's all how they view you are. That's all that person may have seen. But it's possible to change. You just gotta really want to change. You gotta really put in the work and the actions. Reading that book and taking notes. And going back and reading those notes. Not only when you feel like you're motivated, not only when you feel like, oh, it's just gonna change. No, because that's your new identity. That's you. That is the person you become. You are the type of person that read and take notes. You are the type of person that work out. You are the type of person that is in a committed relationship, that is loyal, that stay down. And I feel like, people, us small YouTubers or creators and stuff like that with small channels, y'all look at this a certain type of way because a lot of shit is, y'all not seeing it happen as fast as others, or we don't have everything that you guys feel like we need to have while we're talking on these self-improvement videos. I'm working on myself each and every day. I'm working on myself for me and my family. I'm working on myself for my relationship. My relationship has took a toll, a big toll, and it was because of me. You know what I mean? I take full accountability, and that's a part of everything. Taking accountability. Take accountability that the first 6 months of 2026, you didn't take advantage of it. Take accountability that you slacked off a little bit. You bought one too many bottles. You had one too many drinks. You didn't prioritize what you really need to prioritize. The fact that you might have fell into temptation, or in temptation. I'm not even saying like temptation as in cheating. Temptation as in the temptation to a bottle. Temptation to certain things. You said you were gonna stop it. You fell back into it. It happens. It's life, But it just depends on how you finish. Finish off strong, And I feel like if we all stop that self-doubt, we all stop talking about the situation terribly. Just say, I'm working, I can do better. I won't do this next time. I won't make a certain type of decision. I will make the decision based off the 1% version of me. And I will keep on doing it until it sticks. I will keep on until forever, you know what I mean? Because everything becomes second nature. Anything that you focus on will come to life and will be it. So focus on the right things, Don't focus on how you started. Focus on how you can finish it the correct way. Focus on how those results is gonna look good, Track. I say track everything. I have progress pictures. I might not show them a lot because I haven't made the transformation I want to make. But track everything, from your habits to the food you eat. You don't need anything fancy. It could be just as simple as writing it down. Using Notion, using Google Calendar, using Google Sheets, whatever the case may be. Sending emails to yourself. Track everything. Because what you don't track will not progress. So I say, take it from this video, man. Don't talk down on yourself or your situation. Just figure out, how can you go out with a bang? How can you finish strong? How can you finish on top rather than anything else? Because it's not about how you started. It's about how you finish. It's about how you execute. You can't execute in the beginning. You got to execute at the end. You executed it once the task is finished, right? So figure out how you can do better with that. And work towards it each and every day. Work towards showing up each and every day. That's 80% of the battle. It's just showing up. And I just read in one of the books that I've been reading, 80% of success is just showing up. So as long as you show up, 80% of everything is done. As long as you show up, you can be ahead of 99% individual around you. You could be the top person in your friend group, the one that set the tone for you and your friend group, just by showing up. And when you show up, it's not about how you started. It's about how you finish, how you execute the plan. Some of us, we pay more attention to the plan more than we do the execution or putting in the work. But like I said, figuring out how we're going to finish strong. And that's all I want y'all to focus on for the rest of the year, man. It's figuring out how you're going to finish strong. What you going to do when you finish strong. Once you finish strong, that does not mean now it's time to let up. It's another level that you can go to. It's another level that you can hit. So hit those levels. I said your life is already written. Everything is already done. You just got to keep executing. You just got to keep showing up and wanting better and more for yourself. And I'm telling you, life could be different for you. You know, life has been different for me, the way I think, the way I move, the way I talk, the way I handle situations. You know, I was getting evicted. I was able to be stable. You know, being a provider is not easy when you want to live and do and hang and buy and reap the benefits of everything. Eventually you will, you know. But that's the end of it, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. And if you need help building up a power list, or if you just want to be in a community like-minded individuals, you don't have that sister or that brother or anything like that, man, click the link in the description and join Twox Academy right now. So until the next video, man, peace.